Caelan, how are you? Just looking at the team, moving to number 7. Jack just thought the other day he was like, mind, I'll play anywhere. Is it a big difference for you?
No, I've done it a few times now at this stage. Obviously Australia most recently in November. When I get asked this question, I say that I like playing as a 7 defensively when I'm at 8 anyway, so it doesn't actually change too much. There's obviously some difference in line-out roles and scrum time, first breakdown, a little bit more contested there. A little bit more emphasis on the breakdown. Like, obviously we're coming up against the Italians who will go after everything at the breakdown and throw everything in. Zuliani, who is the opposite position for me, will contest a lot. So there's going to be some important individual battles there, but I'll still try and get my hands on the ball as much as possible and get my carrying game going.
As a captain in the captain's role, has it been a bit of a different week for you that you've been learning kind of a different feel of what's gone on over since the France defeat? Have you learned a bit about what you maybe need to do more in the captain's role this week?
Yeah, like the mood in the group is obviously very important, getting a feel for that. Not being too easy on each other and properly learning the lessons, but also getting the excitement and turning the page, right? So that balance between diving deep, holding each other accountable, learning the lessons, but flipping the page and still showing each other what we're capable of tomorrow.
Just one final one for me. Have you talked to anybody for a little bit of advice? Maybe reach out to somebody like Peter Manley, or is there anybody, books or things that you read that you take inspiration from to help you in becoming maybe a better captain?
Just chats internally. Like I've sat down with Faz, I've had a few casual chats with the other coaches and players around me. The leadership group have sat down a few times together, Gary Keegan. So I feel well supported internally. I've got a good support network outside as well, but no books or anything this week now.
Thanks, mate.
That's brilliant. Caelan, obviously from Italy, which are the priorities you set on and off the field maybe during these 10 days? If you can tell us.
Well, off the back of last Thursday, high ball, the aerial contest, not only in the air but on the ground as well. I want to take some responsibility as a forward pack in terms of making it easier for the guys in the air around winning the races back, around being hungry to win the scraps in the ground. Out of a number of aerial contests, we didn't win enough of them at the weekend, and the way the game's going, there's more and more of them. So that's an area that needs a lot of attention. I think some of our defensive stuff, there wasn't enough intent across the board, really, attack as well. So bringing intent to what we do, it's the key. So we're hoping to see that tomorrow. That's been a big focus point through the week.
Thanks. Paul and Cameron.
Caelan, just for the Six Nations Day players who are coming in, what advice do you have for them? What have you been saying to them, and what do you expect from them tomorrow?
Yeah, it's an exciting team we've got tomorrow. There's obviously a few changes, so getting cohesion through the week has been important. The message to those guys is to trust themselves. Same with all of us, really, off the back of a defeat like that on Thursday. Doubling down on what we're good at, doing things properly with intent, enjoying it from doing things properly with intent as well. Creating a feeling through how we show up with actions, and it can be infectious, that. But also to the new guys, it's making sure they own it and make it feel like it's properly theirs. Can't have any passengers tomorrow, so full ownership from everyone.
You've mentioned intent a few times. It seems to be the word of the week. Andy last week as well. I mean, as a group of players, as a captain yourself, do you take that personally when the coach questions the intent of the team in such a big game?
Yeah, I think there's probably a little bit of a feeling of not wanting to make a mistake as opposed to going out to get it right and properly set down a marker last week. So, like you say, it has been the word of the week, and we're hoping to see that tomorrow.
Thanks, Cameron, and then Miles.
Hey, Caelan, what's Andy's message been to you as captain this week, and how do you take this team forward?
There's been several chats throughout the week. The big thing has been about holding each other more accountable as a leadership group, as a wider group. Like I said, all of us taking full ownership and driving things in the right direction. We've kind of spoken a little bit about last week being a reference point that we'll hopefully look back on from a place of improvement over this week, but also going forward as well. There's a realization that we do need to improve, but there's also, and still, like I said last week, there is still belief in what we're doing. And and just the need to do things properly.
Big day potentially for everyone. I'll go off the bench in camp. What have you seen from him? What do you like about him so far?
Yeah, he's been class. When I got asked at the launch about his him being included in the squad, I'd said I'd faced him obviously in a few interpros, and he's unbelievably physical, but he's got a very good understanding of the game as well. We saw some of his clips yesterday. His family were in, and there was a highlight reel for him. And some of his involvements with Munster have been unbelievable, especially around the breakdown. Actually, he's very capable there of turnovers. So yeah, I'm excited to see him getting his hands on the ball tomorrow. He's got a very good way of beating defenders, both through his size, but footwork and agility as well. So yeah, I'm excited for him.
Good.
Cheers.
Caelan, what impressed you about the Italian performance last week? What stood out?
They started very well. Like I was just chatting to Michael outside. It's no longer a case of them just being a very passionate team. They've got a properly good attack now. Defensively, they've always been pretty strong, and are willing to get off the line and hit properly. And you saw that last week in the wet conditions. Their scrum has improved quite a lot. They've got a big pack, and they put it up to South Africa in November. But I think probably their biggest weapon is their attack. With the back three they have, with some of the forwards, their ability to play at the line, but also pull it back, play wide and deep. There's a lot of change of direction that they have, so they'll test their whole full decision making. But yeah, for us, it all starts with the collision.
And the game management at the end from Italy, was that a sort of a bit of a change from what we've maybe become a little bit used to? Getting good, but not closing out, but they certainly closed out at the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, they defended for, 20, 30 phases. They did that in a disciplined way, not giving 3 points or a penalty away. So, yeah, it was impressive.